Welcome to Woodbridge Geometry Virtual Tutor. This video will be on the unit triangle properties. The objective is to tell whether a triangle can be made from the three possible side lengths. So we use the triangle inequality theorem here. So in order for it to be a triangle, the sum of the lengths of any two sides of a triangle must be greater than the length of the third side. So looking at our triangle here, we have side AB, BC, and AC. So AB plus BC must be greater than AC. BC plus AC must be greater than AB. And AC plus AB must be greater than BC. So we have a shortcut. So we can look at the sum of the two smaller sides, and they have to be greater than the third side. So instead of having to look at all three inequalities, if we just look at the two smaller sides of the triangle, add them together, and they're greater than the third side, we have a triangle. So here we have some examples. So number one, state if the three numbers can be the measures of the sides of a triangle. So we're going to use a shortcut. So with the two smaller sides are 12 and 13. So we're going to add 12 and 13 and see if it's greater than 27. 12 plus 13 is 25. 25 is not greater than 27. So the answer is no. It cannot be a triangle. Question 2. Which of the following sets of numbers would not create a triangle? So we look at each question, and we use the shortcut method to see if it creates a triangle. So our two smaller sides for letter A are 17 and 18. 17 plus 18 must be greater than 19. 17 plus 18 is 35. 35 is greater than 19, so it does make a triangle. But they ask us which of the following sets would not create a triangle, so A is not our answer. So now we look at B. Our two smaller sides are 6 and 27. 6 plus 27 has to be greater than 34. 6 plus 27 is 33. 33 is not greater than 34. So this one is not a triangle, which is what the question is asking us. So our answer is B. Now if we go through and check just to make sure, looking at C, our smaller sides are 11 and 22. So add 11 and 22. That has to be greater than 25. 11 plus 22 is 33, which is greater than 25. So yes, it's a triangle. And then letter D, our two smaller sides are 18 and 5. 18 plus 5 has to be greater than 20. 18 plus 5 is 23. 23 is greater than 20, so yes, it's a triangle. So now you try. Which of the following sets of numbers would create a triangle? Second question, which list could not be the measures of the lengths of the three sides of a given triangle? So pause the video, answer the questions, press play when you're finished to check your answers. Okay, so you should have worked these out. So looking at the first one, which of the following sets of numbers would create a triangle? So you go through each one. Shortcut method is to add the two smaller sides. 8 plus 2 should be greater than 13 for it to be a triangle. 8 plus 2 is 10, but that's not greater than 13, so A is not a triangle. For B, we have the smallest sides as 12 and 22. So 12 plus 22 has to be greater than 34. Well, 12 plus 22 is 34, but it's got to be greater than, not equal to. So it's not greater than, so B is not a triangle. Now we look at C. Smallest sides are 14 and 18. Add 14 and 18 has to be greater than 40. 14 plus 18 is 32. 32 is not greater than 40, so C is not our answer. So D should be our answer, but let's check. Smallest sides are 26 and 7. Add 26 and 7 has to be greater than 31. 26 plus 7 is 33. 33 is greater than 31, so D is our triangle. Second question, which list could not be the measures of the lengths of the three sides of the given triangle? So keyword here is not. So we want the one that does not make the triangle. So looking at number 1, I've got 5 plus 12 has to be greater than 15. 17 is greater than 15, so that one's a triangle. G, our smallest sides are 2 and 5. 2 plus 5 should be greater than 6. 7 is greater than 6. Excuse me. 7 is greater than 6, so that one's a triangle. Letter H, smallest sides are 11 and 4. 11 plus 4 should be greater than 12 for it to be a triangle. So we have 15 greater than 12, so yep, that one's a triangle. Remember, we're looking for the one that is not a triangle. So on letter J, we have 12 and 20 for the smallest sides. 12 plus 20, greater than 35. 12 plus 20 is 32. 32 is not greater than 35. So J is the one that does not make a triangle.